Understanding permissions. In this section, we will provide you with an in-depth understanding of AD permissions as well as its aspects. So let's get started. Understanding permissions in Active Directory is crucial for managing access and security within Windows-based network environment. Active Directory permissions control who can perform specific actions on AD objects like users, groups, computers, and more. AD permissions ensure that users of an AD network can only gain access to resources that they need. This prevents misuse of resources inside the network. AD permissions is a set of rules that define which objects have the authority to access or change file in the directory. They play an essential role since not all objects need access to everything within a directory. Following are some of the aspects of AD permissions. First, securable objects in Active Directory. Securable objects refer to any entity or resource that can be secured with access controls and security attributes. These include users, groups, computers, organizational units, printer, file folders, and any other resource found within Active Directory structure that can be protected by applying access control policies. Every securable object comes equipped with its own security descriptor, which specifies who may access and take actions against that specific resource. Access control lists, ACLs. It plays a crucial role in managing permissions within Active Directory objects. ACLs store permissions and it's associated with AD objects. Each ACL includes a list of access control entries, ACEs, that define security principles such as users or group, along with specific permissions like read, write, delete, and whether access is allowed or denied. Now let's delve deeper into ACLs. Access control entries. Within an ACL, multiple access control entries govern access to objects by trustees defined within their scope. Each ACE consists of security identifier. This identifies the trustee, the security principle to which the ACE applies. Access mask. This identifies the access rights controlled by the ACE, featuring a flag indicating its type and bits flag that determine which child container or object inherit the ACL from that primary object. Next, look at the types of ACLs. The first type is discretionary access control list, DACL. The DACL of an object specifies the level of access a principal or trustee has over the object. By default, the owner of an object controls its DACL. Importantly, when an object in a domain is compromised, understanding the DACLs of other objects reveals the privileges possessed over them. The second type is System Access Control List, SACL. Security descriptors often include System Access Control Lists. Each SACL entry comprises of ACEs, while DACL determines who can access objects through its ACEs. SACL's ACEs define which access attempts generate audit logs in domain controller into domain controller security event logs. From an attacker's perspective, enumerating SACL objects can be beneficial for making any modification to the object, providing insights into potential security risks. In summary, understanding the intricate details of ACLs, ACEs, DACLs, and SACLs is essential for the effective management of access and security within an Active Directory environment. Enumerating ACLs. Now that we have understood how the access control model can help secure and attribute objects within Active Directory, let's look at the tools for identifying misconfigured ACLs. Bloodhound. This tool visually and graphically maps relationship among objects within Active Directory such as users, groups, computers, group policy objects, and trust relationships to assist the blue team in quickly identifying any possible routes adversaries may take in attempts to compromise the entire domain. ADACL scanner. In large environments where digesting all the information that Bloodhound provides may be difficult, ADACL scanner allows us to easily configure various options and filters in order to audit ACLs, both decals and secals. Filters allow us to filter by access type, whether allow or deny, permission type like generic all, right property, etc., and trustee, while exporting results and filtering by critically giving a clear picture of our environment.
PowerShell offers a more direct approach to enumerating ACLs compared to traditional Microsoft security modules utilizing the getACL function.
PowerView. It allows us to enumerate all ACEs of an object through its getDomainObjectACL function. In Python, PowerView offers another convenient solution by parsing GUIDs and SIDs directly for access control lists, decals and secals. Security descriptors. Security descriptor binary structure and associated security data form the cornerstone of security descriptors stored as properties directly in Active Directory objects in security descriptor attribute. A security descriptor might include information like object owner, discretionary access control list, system access control list, set of control bits, delegation of control. Administrators can delegate specific tasks to the users or groups without granting them full control over AD objects. Delegation of control wizard in Active Directory users and computers allows you to grant granular permissions for tasks like password resets, group membership management, etc. Special permissions. Besides standard permissions like read and write, AD support special permissions which are more fine-grained. These include list contents, read all properties, write all properties, etc. Special permissions allow for even more control over objects. Permission inheritance. AD permissions are inherited from parent object to the child object within the directory structure by default. This means permissions applied at a higher level, example domain, will be inherited by all the objects below, example organizational units or users. However, you can break inheritance and specify specific permissions at lower levels when necessary.